Welcome back to another running video. We're just finishing up a long run out here in the mountains. As you can see, it is icy now. So today, when we started, this road was perfectly dry and clear, and now it is icy. So the trail is icy, and it's kind of rocky. So I'm just taking my time, going a little slow here. And we're actually going to start our cool down now. So we're going to do a gentle run down this hill. And yeah, just gentle run. Try not to slip on any rocks, anything like that. And then, yeah, just kind of cool down, get back to where I started. I hope, you know, if you're interested, in doing this from the beginning or something, you can go back and watch the previous videos. Start with a warm-up for about 30 minutes and then start climbing some of this. So we climbed first the north face of the mountain, and then we ran down the south face of the mountain, and then we looked at some historical monuments from Civil War. And then we turned around, came back up the south face of the mountain to the top again, and that's when it started kind of snowing, really getting icy. And then we came back down the south, or I'm sorry, came back down the north face of the mountain. And that's where we are now. So we're just picking it up here, trying to cool down. Nothing extreme here. Nice, easy running. Trying to be careful. Goal is to keep our heart rate down, and just let our bodies actively cool down and flush out all the work we've done, so I can recover well and be ready to run tomorrow. So if you're looking for a recovery run or just a nice cool down, this is it. So let's get now that we kind of walk down through those slippery rocks, let's try to run a little bit here. So it is, you may have noticed, it is rainy. So at the top of the mountain it was snowy, then it sleeted, and now it's raining. So I'm just trying to be careful. Tommy Ribs, another ultra runner that I've watched in the past, he says in his videos all the time, don't get dead. It's his number one rule, don't get dead. So that's where we're at. We are in the don't get dead section of our run here, which is really all of the run, but especially right now where it's extra slippery. There are sharp rocks that I could bang my head on, or a muscle or something, and I bruise it real badly. So sorry, blew my nose there. So yeah, just kind of want to make sure that's what we're doing. So this cool down, if you're on a treadmill or something, it should be an easy run. Keep your heart rate low, breath should be conversational. Should be able to talk to yourself or somebody else or whatever well the whole time, kind of like I am now. And yeah, so that's where we're at. So now, I did suspect, the forecast had some chance of snow and rain. So I am wearing an outer shell to keep everything dry so I don't get cold. And then I've got some insulating layers on under that. So I think as long as I keep moving. Should be fine. I also feel like now that I'm off the top of the mountain, temperature has come up 10 degrees or so, and that's helped a lot. Still very rocky. It's actually almost more slippery here than it was a few miles ago, because now the rain is causing like a lubricating layer on the rocks. Whoop, like that. And so I want to be really careful. Once we get past the rocks here, I'll pick it up to a light run. Same thing, I just want to keep my heart rate low, keep it so I can keep talking. First, let's get down this mountain. So this is pretty steep, you might be able to tell, and so we're going down at probably like a 25 or 30 here percent slope. And we're gonna not get dead. So, why I'm out here is the next thing you might be wondering, especially if you're new. So, I am out here because I wanted to train running in the mountains. And that's because I'm running a Transalpine race later this year. So part of these videos is show you my training, share with you these trails, but also to practice with the camera and the equipment and the rig, so that hopefully when I do Transalpine run, I can film a lot of it, because this is, for me, is probably a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So I am trying to make the most of it and remember it. And then when my memory fades and I'm old, I can have the videos to watch and remember. So, yeah, still a little bit rocky, a little bit slippery. Still going down, maybe 10% slope now. So we're going down. Nice and easy, nice and easy. So, and this is still, you know, you might be saying, oh, well, you're not getting good training, just walking this, right? Well, two things there. One is, kind of already got my training. You know, this cooldown is just to recover so that I can keep training well. The hard parts are over. I have done the hills, the climbs. I have done the miles. So that's part of it. And then the other is that this is still actually, I mean, my quads are feeling this, right? This is still challenging, even if I'm just walking, because it is so steep and so slippery that I'm having to constantly adjust and catch myself and step carefully as I go. So, and I'm using the poles just as extra feet, so that if I do slip, I've got maybe 2 or 3 points of contact with the ground at any point to help maintain the balance. And if I start to tip one way or the other, you can kind of swing a pole out and catch yourself. And the poles have little tiny spikes on the end of them, and so they grip really well through the ice and the snow. You know, so I can plant that, whereas if I try to swing my foot out and catch myself. My foot might still slip, and then I'm doing the splits, and that doesn't feel good. I am not that flexible. So that's why we're going slow. If you're at home on a bike or a treadmill, whatever, go as fast as you want to go. See, coming down through here. Hey, good morning. Good. How are you?
Great.
Yep. Stay dry.
Yeah.
Enjoy your hike.
Tried to.
Right. There we go. All right, we are down off of the slippery rocks. So we're going to try to run. Here we are back at, let's see, what was this? What was this camp? Rock Run Shelter. So, good. So we're back at Rock Run Shelter. So we got about, maybe, like I said, about 20-30 minutes back to where we started. So let's get moving. Gentle uphill, very runnable. Try to keep a strong core up these hills, especially the little ones, where it's easier to keep that core strength. And so, let's see what my goal for today was. So, goal was 3,000 feet. I'm at 2,500. So I didn't quite get the goal yet. Maybe there's a little bit more we can do here at the end. Probably not 500 feet worth though. But that's all right. Still a lot. Still some good strong running, and just trying to get the cooldown now. So just kind of go easy up these steps. Easy. So as I'm cooling down, remember we're trying to go easy, trying to keep that heart rate down. Hard work's done, challenge is done, so I just want to get back, be warm, get some food. It's the most important thing when I'm done. So I want to get that food. So I've got some food in my car I can eat when I'm all done help with muscle recovery, and other things, right? Like, you don't think about it, but you're destroying red blood cells and fat cells and all sorts of other stuff when you run. You got to replace those to stay healthy and to be able to train well. So okay, it's like a mix of rain and sleet now. It's actually kind of stinging my face a little bit. Ooh. Still have some car lights up there, so we're not too far from the road. Downhill again. Oop, slipped. So in some of my previous videos, I was talking about how sorry. Have to edit that out. So, in some of my previous videos, I was talking about how experience is a huge part of ultra running. And I am not the most experienced by any stretch, but I've been doing them for 7 years. And so, you know, I've run in many conditions: rain, fog, mud, snow, ice. So, yeah, and I know to be careful, and I know kind of how my body handles this. So, feel comfortable just kind of running along here where it's not super steep and super rocky, and just taking it easy, especially in the cooldown. So some advice I have, if you do run when it's like this, so it's not like solid ice. I would need some spikes to dig in. But just where it's like this, like snowy, kind of crunchy sleet, is when you come to a log like this, even though they've cut like, you know, some marks into it to help with traction, don't step on that. That is going to be very slippery. Like it's slippery. Don't do that. Step over it, around it, whatever. For rocks, avoid ones that are sloped away from you, because as soon as you transfer your weight, you'll slide down the rock, and that won't be good. You'll bang your toes at best, and you'll trip at worst, so you get hurt. So don't do that. All right, so here's that power line right away. It's cut out here. Yeah, completely different from when we started. All the snow and ice out here. All right, back to it. So, flat rocks that are facing towards you. Flat rocks are better. Ones that are facing towards you, be careful. You can still slip on those as you transfer your weight forward. So small steps is super important. If you overstride or do really big steps, that's a lot more weight just that you have to leave there longer, and it's just a lot more weight in general because you're not light-footed, you're kind of landing with heavy feet. So small steps is what I'm doing, and we're just kind of hopping along, gentle hops, rock to rock. Keep my toes pointed in the directions I want to go. And keep running. So we are doing a bit of a longer cool down than we did a warm up. I don't necessarily think there's not really a reason for that. I'm just felt like a good time. Like I said, the hard work was done just to start coming off that runner's high and let my body recover, start the recovery process. Also, it's so icy now, slippery. I don't know that I could run hard or push hard. So, at least without getting risk of injury. So, rather than push hard, slip, get hurt, be out for a week or two or more, just take it easy and come back next week. And maybe it won't snow next week. So that's all there is to it. Be smart, don't get dead. Goal met. Got the climbs I wanted. Got the power in the legs I wanted. Got to practice my nutrition. Got to film this and enjoy this with you guys. So, yeah, it's a great day. I'm just walking, power hiking up through here. So I keep saying power hiking. I haven't really explained that. So walking or hiking is just kind of, very comfortable pace, like RPE 2, 1 or 2. Power hiking is like more like a 3 or a 4, where I'm really putting down some power and moving my legs quickly, and pushing power to my legs with every step. And with that, I am capable of power hiking, so let's see, what am I doing right now? Let's just check. So right now on this very gentle uphill, like a 2% slope, I'm power hiking at about an 18-minute mile pace. So a little more than 3 miles an hour. And then on the uphills, usually a little bit less, like something steeper. I'm usually 2.8, 2.5 miles per hour. And that's still effort. Keeps me warm, keeps my heart rate, in the, zone 2 for me. And usually lets me finish an ultra. I shouldn't say usually. I've always never DNF'd an ultra. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever. I've never DNF'd. Always made the cutoffs, even if I've been close sometimes, within minutes. But I feel like for ultra running and mountain running, power hiking is a critical skill because it lets you move quickly. And many races have, between 16 and 18 minute roughly average miles per hour, pace that you need to maintain to meet cutoffs. Some are more relaxed, some are more strict, but usually that's where the range falls. So for example, Transalpine, I think the first day is 21 miles with like 5,500 feet of elevation gain. All at once, just one mountain. Go up the mountain, come down the mountain. And that one has a 7-hour cutoff. So if we do the math, right, 7 hours times 60 minutes gives you, tired brain. So 5 times 60 is going to be 300. So then 6 would be 36, 360, 360. So 7 would be 420, right? 420 minutes. And you divide that by the 21 miles. So, yeah, 3 miles an hour, right? If I did that math correctly. So you got to maintain a 20-minute mile on the first day. On average, right? So maybe going up, you're doing 25s, and on the way down, you do 15s, and there you go, 20-minute average, you make the cutoff. Now, that's to make cutoff. So you are still in the race for the next day, and then you gotta get up and do the next day. So, I don't have a race strategy yet, still just training. But I'm sure I'll have a race strategy before race, several weeks before race day, and think about it. How do I want to go? Do I want to go hard day one? Easy day one, consistent day one to day two? I don't know. But I do want to make cutoff every day, and not just make it, but really, hour or more. If I can, because those safety nets are important. And that's also more time to recover and rest, right? If I go, if I have an extra hour at the end to eat, recover, sleep before I gotta get up and run the next day, that could be huge. And so, you got to do 360 divided by 21. So, if you do 5 miles an hour, that would be 4 hours-ish, right? A little 4 hours and 12 minutes to finish. That would be incredible. But 5 miles an hour is probably unrealistic. 12-minute miles on that steep terrain. But who knows? Maybe with my training, it'll be realistic. Anyway, back to this road. So I'm just going to take it easy. The roads are getting very slippery now. Almost can't see the center line. I'll take it easy. All right. Last little bit here to cool down. So, just go ahead and start running again up this little hill here. There's no rocks on this section, few roots, so this is comfortable to run. Yeah, when I try to finish each stage you know, with plenty of time to rest, recover, so that I can feel great, you know, the next day. Start the next day really strong. So, and then it's 7 days running at least some amount of elevation and distance every day for 7 days in the European Alps, where I've never run before. So it will be a brand new challenge and experience for me, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's kind of, and that's why I'm out here training. So I'm gonna run all the way back to this, to run back to South Mountain Inn campsite there. And this trail is completely covered again. But this has been a cool experience, running out here in the rain and the sleet and the snow, climbing up South Mountain and running down it from both sides of the AT. It's been really cool. If you followed me the whole way so far, thank you. Hope that you've been enjoying these videos. You know, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Advice, tips, improvements, questions, whatever you got, I'll take it. I'll read them. I probably can't reply to everybody, but that's okay. I'll try to get to most. I'll read them all and reply to some. And then, yeah, over time I can improve these videos. Maybe improve the filming situation. Get better at this. So by the time I'm ready to go to Europe, got the whole rig figured out, and I can show you guys the Transalpine run, which I expect to be gorgeous. And there might even be days like this on the tops of the mountains. They do require me to bring insulating layers and things like I'm wearing right now. So if I do get to the tops of some of those mountains where it's always ice capped and it's cold and windy, I'm not in danger. Kind of like today. Never felt in danger today. This was fun. So I'm just continuing my cool down. And I'm definitely cooling down. Feeling the weather creep in a tiny bit. But we don't have far to go. And then I'll be able to get inside and get warm. as I tap my poles, it's actually I'm frozen just under the sleet now. Like it's almost like, feels like there's pavement under there with the mud. The ground is frozen. You can feel looking over some ice in my hair. I bet my beard is got some ice in it too. Let's see, on this cool down, I bet I've gotten that last little bit of climb. Yeah, 2,700. So we got another 200 and something feet just on the cool down. That's awesome. I'm actually really happy to see those these lines of rocks, wood, because it's let me know I'm pretty close to the finish line, because they've put in these rocks and logs. That's water breaks, erosion breaks, so, and they help as steps when you're climbing up through here too. So just want to be careful. There are, 8-10 inch drops here as you come down these steps, and I'm a little bit tired, so I just want to be careful. Still using my poles. No, probably don't really need to. This isn't super steep or technical, but I like it. I think, like I said, they help against the fatigue and the, every little bit. Careful. There we go. Steep rocks. Just slippery rocks. Sorry. Okay. I'm seeing a porta-john through the woods here. So I'm pretty sure that's where the shelter is. So we're just coming back here to the shelter. So if you've run the whole way with me, oh my gosh, amazing. Congratulations. If If you've only done little segments with me, still amazing. Thank you for coming along with me here. And remember, after the cool down, get something to eat, replenish some of those calories and nutrients, especially carbohydrates and a little bit of protein. And get ready for the next one, keep it going. I don't know where we'll run next time, but probably mountains again. If you want to see some of my shorter runs during the week, leave a comment. Let me know. I never know what's interesting to people until you let me know. So, but I hope you found some of this interesting. And here we are back at Dahlgren camping area. So thank you so much for coming along. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and leave comments. Let me know what you want to see. Until next time, take care.